Hey guys, welcome to a tour of my new acoustic pedal board. I use this board for leading worship, for busking, and for fingerstyle gigs. Let's take a look at it. First pedal on my board is the TC Electronic PolyTune 2 Noir. I like this pedal because it's black, leaves a small footprint on my board, and I can tune all my strings at once. From there I go to the TC Electronic Corona Mini Chorus. I use this pedal for lead lines or soloing. From there I go to the Boss Super Octave OC3. I like this because it has a very natural bass sound versus the Electro Harmonix Micropog, which sounds more like an organ. I use this for bass lines when I'm doing looping, and then it also has some extra drive that I can have some fun with. From there I go to the JHS Mini Foot Fuzz. I use this guy for some hot soloing or some really cool lead lines. From there I go to the Strymon Riverside multi-stage drive. I like this guy because I've got two settings on it, got my favorite, and then I can add an extra one ready to go. I don't use it a lot with my acoustic because with gain on acoustic, and you got your monitor right there, you can get feedback really fast. So you gotta be careful with it, but I do use it for lead lines or some punchy rhythm. From there, I go to the Boss DD20 Giga delay. I've had this pedal for years. It's probably my favorite pedal out of all the pedals I have, just because I have so many memories with it. My wife bought it for me from the guitarist of Convictions. I'll put a link in the description below. Scream music. I use this for my rhythm stuff, and I'll also use the modulate and reverse. You know, I use delay a lot. I love delay. So from there, I go to Strymon Flint, tremolo and reverb. Tremolo sounds really nice on fingerstyle, finger picking stuff. And then reverb, I use almost all the time, you know, to give some ambience. Love reverb. From there, I go to the Boss RC30 loop station. This is pretty much the heart of this board. When I'm leading worship, I use the delay and the reverb, sometimes the drive, but when I'm out busking, I'm using the loop station for probably about a little less than half of the stuff I'm doing. So I will make stuff up on the go. I'll just like put down percussion on my guitar. So I'll like beat that on my guitar, and then I'll throw in some rhythm, maybe with some drive, like dun 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 dun, and then put that down. Then I'll throw in a bass line, boom 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 boom, and then I'm looping all that, and then I throw in a lead line with my fuzz pedal and maybe add some chorus on it, and ding 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 ding, and then all of a sudden I got this song going, and I may add beatboxing with the XLR input with my microphone, or maybe I will literally just start like rapping and making up my own song with real lyrics on the spot, and then I'll put down my own harmonies with like oohs and ahs or whatever, or I'll do some original instrumental stuff through the loop station. But love to play around with this guy. So then I chose to put the DI box on my board because this is my acoustic board, and most of the time when I'm playing places, the DI box that they have it's not a really nice one. I went ahead and decided to put acoustic DI on my box. Pretty simple, really nice DI. And then also on top of my board, I've got this pick holder. You know, it's kind of an ingenious small thing. Saw somebody else do it. I was like, why didn't I ever do that? So I put it on here. Let's look at the underside of the board. Welcome to the underside of my board. So I've got gig rig power supply here. It starts off with a generator. The power cable goes into the generator. Then from the generator, gig rig goes to distributor, and then from the distributor, it goes to certain types of isolators. So it has a generalized isolator. I've got two of them, two distributors, two isolators, and then for the two Strymon pedals I have, in the Boss RC30 and the Boss DD20, I also have Time Lord. So I've got 4 of those. The rest of the pedals take power from the isolator, in my humble opinion. Gig rig is one of the best power supplies out there, but there's lots of good power supplies. I just chose to go with it. I am holding everything down on my board, not with Velcro, but with dual lock. So all the pedals and then everything under here is held with dual lock. If you're making your own pedal board, I highly suggest dual lock. It's dual and then lock. I've got the clear one. It works phenomenal. I got it off Amazon. You can buy a roll of it, I think of 6 feet for like 20 bucks. It is more expensive, but I guarantee it works 100 times better Then my electric guitar pedal board that you can see in another video is all held down by dual lock, and you can like shake that thing upside down, nothing's coming off. But with Velcro, it can get a little sketchy. So this stuff doesn't move, it locks in, stays in place. I highly recommend it. And then I also want to show you guys what I stole from somebody else. Well, I didn't steal this, but I saw the idea. What the guy did from LA Sound Design, my electric board, was he got mounting pads and zip ties, and such a simple thing, but I did that with this one, and I kind of cleaned everything up and put these mounting pads on. There's like a few bucks at Lowe's, and these zip ties, and I made everything real secure. I went a little crazy with the zip ties, but everything's kind of, you know, tighter and cleaner that way. And then I got Tempo Audio. It's a simple LED light strip, put it underneath here. They sent me a little bit bigger one because they were out of the one I bought, so I wrapped it around and brought it to here. But this is tape on the back, sticks, and then in this loop I put these pads and zip ties to hold it down. I also am using the Lava Cable Mini Ultramafic high-end silver patch cable. So these are not soldered, they're hand tightened, but they're great. They're like one of their best cables, if not their best cable that they have to offer. And I put it on here. If you have any other questions about the underside of my board, anything else with my pedal board, let me know. But this is my acoustic pedal board. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Bye.